Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will study about C program to find sum and average of three numbers. We will follow the four steps. First of all, we will understand the problem carefully. Secondly, we will develop the flow chart. Secondly, we will develop the algorithm. Thirdly, we have to change that algorithm into flow chart. And at fourth step, we will make computer program of that algorithm or that flow chart. So first of all, we will read the problem carefully because understanding the logic behind the solution of problem is very important. Once we have understood it, then we have made algorithm of it, which is shown on the screen. And at third step, we will develop the flow chart of the same problem which we have discussed earlier on. And today we will study about computer program which is written in C programming language. Today we will study about a computer program which is written in C programming language, and I have used the compiler dev C++. It is the name of compiler which will convert our program into low level language. So I have followed the syntax of C programming which we will discuss later. I will show you different concepts of C language. So in this program we will just explain it line by line. In first line I have included header file hash include studio.h. Then I have written lines of code in main function. In very first line I have declared three variables name a, b and c. They will use for storing values. On second line I have written the function printf and I have displayed a message in double quotes, that is enter three numbers. In third line I have used the function scanf for taking input from the user for storing them in the respectively a, b and c variables. In fourth line I have used the process. The process is carried out over here in fourth and fifth line. As for average, we have to find sum of three numbers and then we have to divide it by 3. So we will find out the sum and average using the formula, and we will display the message on screen after calculating sum and average. Printf function is used for showing message on screen, as I have told you in second lines. In this line we will display the message of sum and average on the screen. We will show the user that what value he or she is entering and what is the sum of those values and what is the average of those values. In double quotes I have written a message and format specifier for integer and floating point number. %d is the format specifier for integer numbers, as we entered normal values in integer format, and you have seen that in normal cases average is calculated in floating point number. So I have used the format specifier of mod f, and sum and average are the name of variables which are holding the values of sum and average. And in last line I have used the line return 0. Return 0 mean int function will return no value. So we will compile it by pressing F9 key or F9 key from keyboard, or we will use the button to enter the values. So we will compile the program and compile log will appear over here. It will show if our program contain any kind of error or warning. If there would be any error in our program, compile log will show it and we have to correct it and we have to recompile it. We have run the program and this black screen is showing on the screen. So this is the solution of our program which we have developed. This is the exe file generated by our compiler named dev C++. This software will find average of three numbers and it will show the result on screen that will include sum and average. We will enter three numbers from the keyboard. User will give three values from the keyboard. I have entered first value from the keyboard and I have pressed the enter key. Then I have entered the second value from the keyboard and again I will press the enter key. And similarly I will give the third value and I will press the enter key, and then it will show the output on the screen. I am going to press the enter key now. So here is the result of our program. Sum is equal to this and average is equal to this. It has calculated the result of our problem successfully. So students, this was our today's problem which we have solved successfully. What we have to do, we have to learn programming language name C. We will learn different high level languages in upcoming classes, but in class 10th we will learn C language, which is a high level language. I will discuss these high level language one by one in next upcoming lectures. So please keep in mind that there were 4 steps involved. Firstly, we have understand the problem, we have understand the logic behind the problem. Secondly, we have developed the algorithm, that is stepwise solution to solve it. Thirdly, we have developed the flow chart, that is diagrammatic representation of algorithm. And at fourth number, we have converted our algorithm, our flow chart into computer program, which is shown on the screen. And at the end, we got software, we got a program which is solving our problem successfully. It is very important to listen the lecture carefully